And we get paired round 1 against Caleb. So definitely playing Gift Storm here. Okay, so we're definitely against Gift Storm. We are on the draw. We have a remand here, but we do not have a green source. We do have a Bring to Light also. Is this a keep and die hand, in the words of Final Nub? Or can we get away from this hand? I'm leaning towards mulliganing this. The remand's obviously very good, but they also play remand, so I think we need to mulligan. This hand, unfortunately, doesn't do anything because we don't have red, but I think I have to keep it. Because Teferi bouncing their guy on turn 3 is going to be very good. If we can draw it. So I lead off with sleight of hand. We just need a white source, basically. Against a slower hand, a slower deck, I'd be very happy about this, but we didn't even hit. We're going to lead off with Breeding Pool here. Let's hope we're not dead on turn 3, but we could very well be. That's the Baral. So they have us on turn 3, they have us on turn 3. We draw the white source, so we're just going to play this and hold it up. And pretend like we're a counterspell deck. And hope they don't have it. Yeah, we need to draw like a Bolt, a Path, Remand, or Teferi, but being on the draw really hurts. So in two open mana, it's tough to just kind of run it out there and try to go for it. But they kept 7. Let's see what they're doing. So they might be passing here, or they're just trying to attack first. So it looks like they are passing. So that's really good for us. They're looking to maybe gifts on my end step. So we're going to fetch here for the white source. We are going to get maybe Temple Garden, and then we play the island. Then we can maybe hold up Cryptic if we draw it. Our life doesn't really matter that much. Although either way is fine. I guess we get Hallowed Fountain. Yeah, let's get Hallowed Fountain. We'll rep like some sort of band control deck maybe. Although they could gifts now. Huh. Maybe I should have shocked this because... Or I could have just waited until my turn, but... Okay, they passed. We draw another land. So we're just going to play Island to Fairy, I think. And bounce that. Force them to do something about it. So if they have gifts, they have to play the gifts now, which I think is what their line is. And if they play gifts, I'm pretty sure we can still be fine. They could have remand, which would suck, but I think this is the gifts. Yeah. So here's the gifts. So we know we're going to be bouncing this Baral. So it depends if they're just going to go for rituals here. I don't know if they're going to get standard pile. We're going to see. Standard pile is Pyretic, Desperate, Manamorpho, Scapeshot. Or Passive Flame, sorry. It really depends how many rituals they have in hand, because we're not going to give them any rituals, and we're just going to hope that they don't have the rituals in their hand. But we should be like a lot better post board. We beat this on stream this past week, where we just had Veil of Summers for the gifts. So post board, that's going to be also very good. But this game 1 looks a little bit rough. Turn 3 Teferi and the draw is potentially too slow. I know Sungjin also beat Storm yesterday, round 1 of the challenge, so don't think the matchup's that bad for us. It just, sometimes your draws are a bit slow. So they have 2 rituals, Grape Shot, Past in Flames. So they didn't get 2 rituals, which is kind of suspect here. So they might have more rituals in their hand. So I guess the only consideration here is to give them Grape Shot, Past in Flames, and then bounce their guy, which could signify that they have rituals already, and then we could just die to the Grape Shot, Past in Flame. But honestly, like, it's all about the starting mana anyway, so I'm tempted to still just put the Manamorphose and the Desperate Ritual in the graveyard and just give them the 2 kind of business spells here. And then if they have a bunch of rituals, like, we're not gonna beat that. So I think that's the play here. Put those 2 in the graveyard. And then we're definitely going to be bouncing this if this resolves, which I assume it will. And we unfortunately drew another land. So this is not great. We really wanted like any piece of interaction here for when they replay the Baral. We could also just die here. That could very well happen, but draw's been a bit unfortunate. Okay, so it looks like they might be playing a slow turn. I mean, we know they have a guy that they could very easily play this turn. Put 2 cards on the bottom. They're gonna probably play the Baral, yeah. And they're actually gonna go for it here. So yeah, we might be deterministic. So yeah, so they had rituals already, which kind of sucks, but there's the Past in Flames. And they have the gifts here, so I'm pretty sure we're just going to die, but we'll let them do it. We'll let them do it. They already have a Grape Shot in hand, so they can just go like Grape Shot, Piff, Grape Shot. So I assume we're dead. There wasn't much we could do this game. We really had to draw a way to kill this, and we didn't. So they Manamorphosed. There's the gifts. They're just gonna get like Grape Shot, Past in Flames, or they already have the Past in Flames, like Grape Shot, Remand, and whatever else they want. Gifts. It doesn't matter. We'll just scoop it up. Alright, so we're going to board in Force of Negations, Veil of Summer, Braid for their guy, potentially Anger too if I have enough cards to cut. And we're going to be cutting Acid Moss, probably Drawn from Dreams. Path isn't great because it gives them mana, so I'm tempted to cut the Path. I do want to keep 1 sweeper for empty and for just killing their guys. It's possible it should be Anger over Verdict because it costs less mana. So I could see playing Anger instead of Verdict. Osh's Command doesn't do much. And gotta cut 1 more card here. An Aria answer. I mean, we have Teferi. I think Teferi is enough of an Aria answer. Then do we want to board in like a Force of Vigor? Since I think the card is just dead. We also have like Cryptic that can bounce an Aria or counter it. We have a bunch of counter spells, so I don't think we want like a... I think Teferi is our dedicated Arya answer. So we gotta cut one more card. It could be a Cryptic. It is pretty slow. I think the games are gonna slow down though, so it's not bad. But I think the rest of our cards are better. That we're gonna go with this. Again, I think we're probably favored in this matchup, so I'm not feeling too bad about it. What's going on, Moto? Okay, let's play first. And unfortunately, we cannot keep this hand. We don't have a second land. This hand would be excellent if we did have a second land, but we cannot keep this. Sounds a lot better. Here we have they kept 7. We have an interesting decision about what to bottom. I believe it's either a land or a Steve. Because we're more likely to draw lands, I'm more tempted to keep the Steve, but I do want to hold up 2 mana on turn 2 to like remand their guy. So it's possible I'm just supposed to bottom this. And we just go like turn 1 tap land, turn 2 hold up those 2. As crazy as it sounds, I might want to bottom this because I already have like plays lined up. This does ramp though if I draw another land, but if I don't draw a land by turn 2, yeah, I'm going to play it safe here and just bottom this. And we'll pass. Yeah. So because I want to pass on turn 2, I want to have the 3rd land available already. This we're going to get Breeding Pool. And then we're just going to play... We're just going to play Island. It covers up that we are holding anything up. Since if we go like shock this and play like, then we obviously have something. Now, if they play their guy, I think we just want to remand it. But it is close. Okay, so I think we do remand this. Again, we just want to buy time. We unfortunately drew another land. Do need something of action here. That is not the action I wanted. So getting a bit punished here. So they could go for it as early as next turn. We could draw like Veil of Summer or Force. So I think I just go land, go. And just kind of just going to wait. If I had Steve, I would probably play it here. It's like we have 2 Bolt, a Braid, Anger, triple Teferi. There's Brawl. So we're going to wait a bit, and then we're going to let it happen. Okay, they don't have the... They could have remand here, but... I guess I should have done this in response to the remand. They let this happen. Do I want to fetch first? I guess I fetch first here. So I could thin my deck a bit. We're going to get the Palette Fountain. Yeah, we're just not going to win with these draws. Okay, Veil of Summer might mean we have a chance here. We're going to play this. I could rep Cryptic if I shock this. So I'm actually considering shocking this, and I think I will. Because if we draw another counterspell, we can play it. And this is really repping we have something, so they might be less likely to go for anything here. And our life is less relevant. And we could attack here. We do want to get them to 18 at some point. That's fine. They put on the bottom. So I don't know what they're looking for, but they do untap with their guy in play, which is unfortunate. I did want to try to make room for a fry in the board, which would have been very good here. It's possible we still want it. And they're going to try to go for something here. Ritual. So they're trying to do something here. I mean, we have the veil for the gifts, so I'm fine just like letting this happen. Not that there's anything we could do, but just kind of let them sink their hole. Pieces of the puzzle. So they probably cut the gifts. So now our veils are less good. Reveal the top 2 cards. So we'll let the pieces happen. What did they get? Pieces past in flames. They have another ritual. Yeah, we probably die here. So I could cycle this at some point. Anamorphose. Yep. Probably lose. Because they're just going to be able to flash this back and we can't counter it. So yep. I think we die here. We'll let them just cast spells. So they cast the Past in Flames. They have pieces in their hand. So we should probably look for a counter spell here. But even then, they could flash it back and play everything. I have to find like exactly Force of Negation. I guess, yeah. We'll just cast this. And we just draw lands. Okay. You're going to lose these games. Sucks, but nothing you can really do. It's like this game, I didn't really have any win to the play Steve anyways. I could play it on turn 3, but then if they go for it, I lose. And then this turn, I could bring to light for something if they didn't kill me. So maybe I just threw it, but I don't think so. I think it was closer. It's possible I'm short by like 1 removal spell or something. Or maybe I'm just not supposed to cut the path. But I just don't like giving the mana. Like, you want to just kill their guy and not path it. I have, let's see, 2, 3, 6. Yeah, I could probably use another removal spell. I don't know what's going on here. If we somehow get another turn, I have no idea how though. Did they brick or something? Like, hey, Mokoran, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Swarm of Mets. I have no idea what's going on here. Oh, they just have the Grape Shot in hand. Okay, you got me. Alright, we die.